Families across the Philippines and around the world gather today to observe Christmas Eve traditions. The Misa de Gallo, marking the culmination of the 9-day Simbang Gabi Novena that began on November 16, has been celebrated in most Catholic churches shortly before midnight, with some parishes holding earlier masses. Shops and markets remain busy as people purchase last-minute gifts and holiday essentials. Later tonight, many households will celebrate Noche Buena, enjoying meals and spending time together. And now we are joined by Father Earl Tan, a student priest at the Pontificio Colegio Filipino in Rome, to talk about Christmas traditions and their significance for Filipinos. Welcome home, Father!
Good morning, Gretchen. And welcome home for me.
Oo, para lang malinaw yung window mo na nasa likod, hindi yan sa Vatican, ano?
Hindi.
Oo.
We're here in the Philippines
Same on time zone
for
natin.
Christmas. Yes.
Okay. And speaking of coming home, you've just come home from the Vatican as a priest. What was it like coming home for you for Christmas in the Philippines? And ano bang pagkakaiba ng Pasko dito sa Pasko sa Europa?
Well, to be honest, first, there's no other place like home, no? Talagang, I want to bring myself home agad-agad, no? And pagdating sa Christmas, actually hindi ko pa na-experience magpasko sa Vatican kasi also Rome kasi last year my father died, and now andito ulit ako, at siguro masabi ko mas nakakapagod kasi mas busy yung mga pari natin dito with simbang gabi masses in the morning and also in the evening. Plus may schedule pa rin yung mga pari natin sa umaga. Nagkakasal, nagbibinyag, may interview. So around the clock yung natin ng mga pari natin ngayon. Kaya ang biruan namin pagdating ng December 25, gusto na lang namin matulog at humiga sa kama.
Oo, pero December 25, nakakapahinga ba kayo? O ano bang kinabibisihan ng pare? Kasi usually alam natin, may Christmas Mass, di ba? On December 24.
Yes.
And then what happens? You get to rest on December 25.
Well, actually, yung December 24 is yun nga yung evening mass or a vigil mass. Then the following day, December 25, actually may misa pa rin. Like in our parish
Okay.
here in Cavite, 5 pa rin yung misa namin sa main parish, plus may masses pa rin sa mga barangay for Christmas. So wala pa rin talagang pahinga.
Halatang di nag-a-attend pag December 25. Ano? December 24 ako nagpupunta. 8 p.m.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
May simbang gabi din ba sa Vatican? What is it called? Evening Mass.
Yeah. Well, may simbang gabi pa rin sa Rome to sa mga Filipino communities, katulad ng mga minimisahan ng mga student priests natin, mga Filipino priests. So usually kapag hindi Pasko, di ba nagmamasa ng Sunday. Ngayon naman pag simbang gabi, ganun din. Pero compared sa Philippines na madaling araw yung misa ng simbang gabi, sa Roma ay gabi yung misa, no? So ina-anticipate yung the following day. So sa start yon December 15, mag-e-end ng December 23 ng gabi. No? So yeah.
So pareho lang din dito, no? Anticipated Mass. Oh.
Ayun, may ganun. Yes.
Oo, okay. But how different is the Filipino Christmas in the way this being celebrated abroad and in the way that we hold this season so dear? We are known for the longest Christmas celebration spanning the Burr months in total. Kapag ikaw ay umiikot sa ibang bansa, sa yung pag-uusap, ano yung pagkakaiba?
Well, kung pag-uusapan yung pagiging Filipino, no, yung common celebration naman nandun, no, yung we sing our Christmas songs in Tagalog, may puto bongbong din sa Roma. Parang kahit sabihin natin yung mga pagkain, iba yung quality pa rin ng gawa sa Pilipinas, pero we try as much as possible to bring what we experienced here in the Philippines, to bring it abroad, and not only to celebrate it amongst ourselves, but especially no to share it, no to share it to different people of different
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
race and
Mm-mm.
culture and color.
Oo. But we brought you back on the show to help us remember the real spirit of Christmas beyond um, the superficial. And so, how significant is Christmas to our lives as Catholics? And nasang parang sa journey natin, ano, what should we reflect on as Catholics in this season?
Okay, that's good. That's a good question, no? Kasi syempre, nagbabalita kayo and usually yung mga news, parang newsworthy things na napoproduce ng media, parang halos lahat ay ano no, bad news. Pero ito, yung fulfillment ng good news, yung inaalala natin. And that is the fulfillment of what God has promised to His people, that He will bring His Son, no, the Savior, the Prince of Peace, the hope personified in the person of Jesus Christ. Kaya binabalik tayo to what really matters.
Mm.
At yun ay yung Diyos na nagkatawang tao at nakipamuhay talaga sa atin, naging kaisa natin dahil minahal tayo ng Diyos at
Mm-mm.
para magkaroon talaga ng kabuluhan yung pagiging tao natin, this fallen state na mayroon tayo. Ayan, niyakap ng Diyos. He emptied himself and took the form of a slave, becoming like a man, no? And yung hope na binibigay sa atin ng season ng Pasko, pinaparealize sa atin na yung hope ay hindi isang concept, hindi lang
Mm-mm.
yan isang idea, hindi lang yan positivity, pero it's a person and it's an encounter with the person of Jesus Christ himself.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And Jesus is the greatest gift na matatanggap natin ngayong Pasko.
Mm-mm. You're right to point out, no, that every day we go through the news cycle, and it always usually is about something bad, about something sinister, outrageous, medyo masakit manood ng balita ngayon dahil na rin sa mga nagsisilabasan na mga corruption scandal. What does the Bible tell us about that, and how could we find hope in these times, no? Na actually isa sa mga binalita yung 500 pesos sasapat na raw para sa Noche Buena, pero kung ikaw ay Pilipino at may iisip mo kung 500 lamang yung pang Noche Buena mo, medyo malungkot, di ba? Parang I mean, how do you
Yes,
find
yes.
hope amid those stories that seem to run contrary to each other? On one hand, ang daming lumalangoy sa bilyong-bilyong piso na ninakaw. On the other hand, sinasabihan ng mga Pilipino na kaya nyo ng 500 pesos lang yung mag-celebrate ng Pasko. So, help us understand how to wade through all of those emotions and those issues.
Well, ang ganda nung actually yung Simbang Gabi, napakaganda ng mga pwede nating mga reflections tungkol dyan. And especially yung gospel natin today, no? The Lord has come to His people and set them free. No? Yung pinapaalala ng Psalms, it's better to trust in the Lord than to trust in princesses, than to trust in men. And nalala ko yung isang humili ko sa isa sa mga misa sa Simbang Gabi. Si Zechariah kasi, the father of John the Baptist. Kung alam niyo yung story, no, napipi siya, nabingi siya kasi para bang nag-doubt siya, no, paano mangyayari to? Matanda na yung asawa ko si Elizabeth. And na yun, napipi siya, nabingi. And then sabi ko dun sa mga tao, kasi walang bakit siya napipi? Bakit siya nabingi? Dahil ba nag-doubt siya? Hindi. Kasi dahil wala siyang sense of history. Wala siyang sense of history na nangyari na yun nung una na si Abraham, si Sarah, si Manoah, and yung wife niya, mga matatanda, mga baog, nagkaanak. No? So, sa history of salvation, nagkaroon na yon, nangyari na yon. At nagalit ang anghel kasi pari ka pa naman, pero wala kang sense of history ng
Mm.
nangyari, no? And parang sabi ko, yung message na yon, pag wala kang sense of history, mabibingi ka, mapipipi ka, malulunod ka pa sa baha.
Mm.
Pero um, despite all this, no, is yung yung light na dala-dala ng bawat isa sa atin, no? Ang ganda nung sinabi ni Pope Leo, beyond the materialistic trend, no? Pag dumarating ang Pasko, pag dumarating yung holidays, ang pinakamagandang, the best gift na pwede nating magawa, maibigay, ay yung kasundo tayo sa isang tao na alam natin, no, let us make peace with the person na matagal na tayong walang kapayapaan sa kanya, no. Um, Hindi natin alam kung paano natin mababago itong napakalaking problema, no, bilang isang individual. Pero yung kaya lang natin, no? Yung kaya lang natin at huwag tayong lumayo. Yung sa malapit lang sa atin, yun yung pwede nating magawa. Kung ano yung pwede nating magawa sa kaya natin.
Mm.
To make Christmas really meaningful and worthwhile. Doon
Mm.
tayo ngayon mag-focus. Doon muna natin tingnan, no? Tingnan ng sarili, tingnan ng ugnayan sa kapwa, tingnan
Mm.
pakikipagkapwa-tao.
Mm.
Yung
Tama.
kahalagahan
Huwag
ng
tayong
pagiging tao
lumayo.
natin.
Oo. Oh, speaking of, naalala ko tuloy yung pag-uusap natin no, tungkol sa tunay na pagbibigay. Kagabi lang, we were talking about
Mm.
true
Yeah.
generosity. In the spirit of giving gifts this Christmas, ano ba ang parang way na dapat magbigay tayo ngayong Pasko at magkaloob sa ating kapwa?
Yeah. Actually, Gretchen, naalala ko yung sabi ng isa kong kaibigan. Sabi niya, yung magbigay ka, that's charity, no? Pero yung magbigay ka ng regalo, umupo ka sa tabi ng binigyan mo, makipag-usap ka sa kanya, that is compassion. To be with the person, no?
Mm.
With feeling, no? Yung ilagay mo yung sarili mo sa kanya. At hindi ka lang yung, nagbigay ka, nasaktan ka rin ng konti sa binigay mo, I mean, may nawala sa'yo. Pero to
Mm.
spend time dun sa binigyan mo, hindi ka lang
And
nag-abot, hindi ka
presence.
lang
Oo.
nag-dole out.
Oo.
But the gift of presence, kasi yun din yung pinaka-message eh. Si Jesus, binigay niya mismo ang presensya niya para
Mm.
makasama tayo.
Not just presence, but presence.
I like that.
Paano kung yung kamag-anak mo tinatanong, kailan ka mag-aasawa, Ineng? O may anak ka na ba? Paano yung mga ganun? Pwede bang hindi mo natabihan? Wala na nasabi si
Well,
Father.
nginitian mo lang. Nginitian mo lang. Kayo naman. Next year mo na tanong yan ulit. Ganon.
Gitian mo na lang kahit gusto mo hampasin. Joke lang. Okay, para sa
Yes,
mga
yes.
in many ways, no, like you, no, Christmas is a coming home, right? Christmas, I mean, we see people coming home from different parts of the world to the Philippines. We see members from the provinces or the city coming home to their families. How can we come home this Christmas as Catholics for those who have experienced some sort of alienation from the church, distancing from God? How can we come home? How do we begin to come home? And how do we find home in God amidst difficulties?
Well, first, siguro, go to church. No? Go to church sa mga matagal na lalo na yung mga matagal na hindi nakakapagsimba. Well, I'm inviting you, go to church, come home. This is your home. And siguro, it's also a good message to our parishes, no? Hindi ko alam kung nakwento ko sa inyo na sa ChatGPT, isa sa mga top searches ngayon about Pope Leo, about the Catholic Church. Young people nowadays are getting interested about the church.
Huh?
Kaso, syempre, yung mga parishes natin, welcoming ba tayo? no? It's an invitation to really be welcoming, to really become a welcoming church, especially in the local, no? In the local level, sa mga parishes natin, no? Mag-practice naman tayong ngumiti, mag-welcome, magkaroon ng mga greeters, no? So two-way, no? And sana ma-realize natin this is not a perfect institution. Lahat tayo in search, lahat tayo may woundedness, and minsan yun yung nagdadala para mapalayo ang iba sa simbahan dahil din sa woundedness ng iba. Pero we're all wounded healers, no? And
Mm-mm.
coming to God, no? So come to church, go home, and at the same time, those who are at home, be welcoming. Be welcoming. We beg you, be welcoming in the parishes. In the parishes, be welcoming, especially this Christmas season.
I guess yung interest din in the church is spurred on by the passing of Pope Francis, which also happened this year. Parang ang tagal na noon, ano?
Yeah.
Parang last year pa yon, but it was in 2025 that happened. So many things have, I guess, unraveled and then come together again. And we hope to see the same, or you hope to find hope in that for the Philippines as well, no? Pero before we let you go, gusto ko lang itanong, ano, ikaw ba kung mayroon kang gustong baguhin na Filipino Christmas habit or tradition, what would that be?
Siguro, ano lang, no? Yung materialism, yung consumerism, no? Yun lang, naalala ko si Cardinal Tagle, sabi niya, hindi siya fan na pupunta sa mall na magbibili ng gamit. Hindi. Sabi niya, nung mga bata daw sila, yung kung ano yung product sa bahay, kung ano yung goods sa bahay, yun. O kung isang takal ng kape yan o ng bigas,
Mm-mm.
pupunta sila
Mm-mm.
sa lola na to, alam nila ang ibibigay yung itlog from the backyard. Itong lola na to magluluto ng pansit para sa mga kamag-anak niya. Ganun, no? Hindi kailangang napaka grand o napaka-expensive ng mga bagay. Kung ano yung meron tayo, kung ano lang yung kung sarili lang natin ang pwede nating ibigay ngayong Pasko, yung time natin, yung presence natin, yung stories natin, then yun, no? And hindi kailangan na bumili ng bumili ng bumili. Hindi. Hindi
Mm-mm.
ganon ang Pasko. Ang pagbibigay ay ang pagbibigay ng sarili, ng panahon, ng oras.
Kahit na sale pa yan, kahit na 11-11, 12-12, 1-1,
Yun.
kahit na sobrang mura, medyo maghinay-hinay lamang. Kasi,
Yes, yes.
actually, pag dumadami nga yung regalo, dumadami yung gamit mo sa bahay, kumukonti rin yung appreciation mo kasi parang ang dami na eh.
Oo.
Paano, di ba parang sabi nga nila, mas pahahalagahan mo kapag konti, kapag iilan lamang. Dahil nakikita mo, nagkakaroon siya ng
Yes.
halaga sa iyong buhay, nagkakaroon siya ng value, nagkakaroon siya ng lugar doon sa routine mo kesa sa naitatambak mo lamang at kinokolek mo lamang yung mga gamit na yun. No? But what is your personal favorite tradition? Filipino Christmas tradition?
Personally, pag magpapasko, um, pagdating siguro sa food yung naaalala ko na tradition, yung may hot chocolate, no, na drink, no, from from Tablia, no, from Tablia. Yun lang talaga yung yan, medyo mapapasupa-supa yung dila mo, and yan, alam mo naman, mahilig tayo sa matamis, no?
Oo.
So,
Lalo na
so yun
taga
lang
Cavite
talaga. And
ka, so masarap
drinking
ang
it
tableya
with
dyan.
your
Oo.
family, yes, yes. Oo. Now drinking it with your family and enjoying, no? So, yan.
Oo. Bilang panghuli na super last na, ang message mo sa mga kabataan ngayon, you always speak with the young ones in your parish. Marami kang kaibigan na bata, kasama na ako doon. Sa gitna ng confusion nila with the times and social media being a big part and parcel of our everyday, with everything that's happening to the Philippines. Ano ba yung kinakaharap ng kabataan ngayon na dinadala nila sa'yo madalas? At ano ang mensahe mo to everybody watching here in the way we should understand the youth of today?
Mhm. Well, generally, lahat ng mga kabataan na nakakausap ko, um, ang kailangan lang nila ay mga tao na makikinig sa kanila, no? Hindi minsan mahirap intindihin, minsan mahirap unawain, pero if you have ears na handang makinig sa kwento nila, sa buhay nila, well, that's already enough and it's a good postulate, no? And yun lang, just spend time, make time. At sabi nga laga,
Mm-mm.
no? Give your presence, the apostolate of presence, and that's it.
Good reminder for Christmas Eve as we head on to our family reunions. Gift of presence, the gift of listening and appreciating the small things. Those are the things that matter this Christmas. And may we all find hope in Jesus Christ and His presence because He has come. Maraming salamat for your time this day before Christmas. Maraming salamat, Father Earl Tan, student priest at Pontificio Colegio Filipino in Rome. And as we said at the start of this interview, welcome back home to the Philippines.
Thank
Merry
you. Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.